Hey, what's up? I am going to preface this video by just saying there might be some parts where I drop the camera down, and I'm not by no means a professional. I'm just an enthusiast, just trying to document and record the One and One wind-up event today. So yeah, just to share it with you guys as I'm going through it. I tried to capture as many brands as I could, so forgive any poor edits or anything. I'm just gonna slap together everything that I have and put it in order, and that's basically it. And I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be rather long, I think. And yeah, so I just finished the event. It took basically about 4 hours. I got there, started at 11. I got there a little bit before then at 10:35. Got good parking right down the street from the entrance, and that you will see in the intro part. So you may want to fast forward that. It's just me waiting and talking and rambling on a bit just before the show starts a bit, and I get in there. So anyway, so I'm back. First, I wish I had, again, been able to capture everybody, but I lost track of things. I got hungry and my meter was running up, so I can only capture as many as I could. I only missed a couple of brands, but the main ones that I was interested in, I definitely got. And what else? I wish I was able to. I saw the One and One guys, Zach, Blake, and the other Weiss. The other Zach. And yeah, I'm sure there's some more people there, so I wish I'd been able to just say thanks, and well, first say hi, and then also love their content. Been a big fan since I started getting back into watches, and I really, if they ever watch this, which I don't, but the sentiments out there that, you know, thanks for holding these events again. It's been a while. The first two I went to in 2018 and 2019 were great, and this one finally in 2022 in San Francisco. Better venue. I think the place is a lot bigger, more open, better lighting. The other place is a bit claustrophobic or very tunnel-like, because you only get light from mostly one end anyways. So thanks for that. Hopefully we do it again next year, and might actually get to just, you know, record it and to say hi at least in person, and all the great work that you guys do. With that in mind, I guess I'll just quickly share my swag bag. Let me see, can I flip the camera? Oops, let's see, I don't think it's gonna let me flip the camera. All right, well, we're gonna try and do this. So, I'm gonna pause this and just, okay, so, it's whatever I could grab. There's probably some more freebies if I looked around, but Hamilton a visit, got a drawstring bag, also a G-Shock, a little bit nicer, maybe. It has an opening here, plus it has an extra pocket, and I gotta check inside, but I believe there is, hang on a second, they threw in a beanie. Cool. I didn't see anything else in there. Oh, some other goodies. There's lanyards, and I think that's basically it in there. So we got that. So I'm glad to get those, and it's just a bunch of a mixed amount of brochures, really. G-Shock, Fortis, and whatnot. It's actually not too much to show off. I do like, I see in a Fortis hat, actually. They got me one of those. You could just take it. What else is there? I think that's it. So I'd say the only thing, see, what impressed me the most were, I get going soon, but just to put it at the beginning of this video, I think, let me switch the camera again. Okay, so my takeaway, great show. Highlights for me, I enjoyed checking out Fortis up close, especially the new Marine Master is actually better in person. I like that gray dial, this texture. I didn't think too much of it, to be honest, when I first saw it. on pictures and videos, but seeing it in person, it really looks like a nice compact dive watch. It's I think it's pretty amazing that they got that in. It's a nice watch, let's just say that. And I actually like the F-39, their Flieger. I do wish they didn't have these odd sizes, like I think it's 21 or 19. I think it's 21 millimeter lugs, but I can work with it. I mean, I would, you know, you can definitely get in 20s, and just you know, that 1 millimeter difference in spacing, or half of that on either side, depending on where the strap sits, wouldn't be too bad if you were to use a 20 mil on the 21s. But those were nice. I mean, if I was looking for a Flieger, that's definitely one I would like to get. They're offering a really good discount on them, but still, at least $2,000. They probably would have been able to get under that with shipping, and they take care of the customs and an extra strap. There's a lot of pluses there, but I just couldn't pull it off right now. There's some other things that are incoming, and yeah, I have some other things in mind, but maybe down the line, that's definitely going to be on the radar, I think, for Flieger eventually. What else? I like Nivada Gretchen, and I guess their other brand that the owners or whatever bought was Excelsior Park. Those two were pretty cool. You see it in the video, probably towards the end. I think there was somewhere in the towards the end or middle. I forget. But those are nice. You know, just their, is it Chronosport? Just their vintage style, the 38 millimeter automatic chronograph with there's lots of stuff you can do on that one. It's really cool, nice and compact. And the one from Excelsior Park was particularly nice too. Both in the copper, you know, salmon dial, if you want to call it. But I actually like the black one that has like these kind of off green, like light green kind of loom. It's just a loom color, the loom paint that they use. That one was pretty nice. Bicompacts, chronograph. All of them, I think, basically using the same movements, but nice and compact at 38 millimeters, and it's all not that thick too. It looks at some reviews online from other YouTubers. I'm sure we get more specs than what I can dish out right now, but those are some highlights. Got to see a MRG square. That's nice to see. I mean, $4,000 for a G-Shock is a lot, but that special titanium they use, and just, you know, I can just see in the level of finish for the G-Shock, that especially the brushed metal, that's the stainless steel, that's the one I would get if I had the money and in that mindset to get the best, probably, you know, highest quality G-Shock that there is. That would be the one, the stainless steel. I really like that. What else was there? There's a new Christopher Ward's, the Aqua Teen. I think they're a little bit safe. Logo change, which I think was a good move. People didn't like the full text, which I was indifferent on, but I do appreciate that they removed it and just left the Twin Flags logo. They're nice, but they're just, and I always like the Mark III cases. It's really light catcher cases, but other than that, you know, it's something that I've looked at and seen before. It does bother me. I just noticed that the 24-hour GMT watches, they don't have the odd markers for the in between the 24, 22. They don't have the 23. There's not even a little dot or marking, which, and you know, when I was there and I looked at it before coming, I never really noticed it before, but that does kind of bother me that that's missing, even though you could probably you know, guess what the number is. Not guess, but you know, you should know what's between 22 and 24, which is 23 obviously, for example. But it would have been nice to just see a marker defined there, just to let you know that's that time, or that 24 hour. But it was alright. You know, they make good stuff, but I haven't found anything that I really am dying to get my hands on anymore. But that's just me. And what else? Baltic showed some new stuff. I don't know if I can say it. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt. But I couldn't photograph it. I think they're trying to save this, but expect some something in the chronograph area, which should be pretty nice and cool. Same with Fortis, but that new one that they have, they can't, they just had a movement, chronograph movement go into space. You might have seen that recently, just before this wind up. They're tool watches. They're great, high performance stuff, and that's going to go into, I think that's a new in-house movement possibly as well. But there's a new chronograph for that. I saw it. It's cool, very tooly, but not my style. Yeah, that wasn't really my thing, but that was kind of neat. It's always neat to see the upcoming stuff from some of these brands. Nothing really new from Nodus. I mean, they just released their bronze Avalon. So, but other than that, it's basically the same thing. I think maybe they added a new colorway to the stainless steels. But yeah. And what else was there? Ferrer. Not a whole lot new that I can say is up there. So it's basically what you might have seen recently. So the mono pushers, maybe the newest one. Oh, actually, no, they have that new small seconds. Although I think that is the model they did before, but they just didn't do it in a while, and so they just sort of brought that back. They are putting back in some stuff that's out of stock, and probably new colorways of some of the stuff that was out of stock, but they'll just make it in a new colorway. I can say that. Like some of their pilot watches, I like that one. I forgot the name, but it's like the nice radiant blue with the kind of cream or patina like Roman numerals. That one sold out really quick. That was probably the nicest with the pilots. But they are going to redo that, I believe, in somewhat of a forest green kind of color instead. What else was there? Those are the takeaways. Anyways, it's getting kind of long. I'll get into posting the start of me getting there, and then me going in and doing the rounds and talking to the owners and just checking out watches later. So I hope you enjoy this. Feel free to fast forward. I won't be hurt. Leave the comments clean, productive, cool. Otherwise, don't want to hear it, and I'll just block it anyways. I won't even waste my time, so don't even waste yours to put in anything stupid. Just don't roll like that. All right, just keep it positive and productive if you're going to make any kind of criticisms. But yeah, this is just me just hanging out and just recording what I can. And I was there with some friends and got to meet some YouTubers like Random Rob. Didn't record it, but I did manage to capture him because he just got right up next to me when I was over by Nodus, and so you'll see that. But I got to chit chat with him for a bit, and it's cool. I told him my name and at least my channel's name and all that, and he said, yeah, I subscribe. I check out your stuff, and thumbs up. So cool. And I got to meet Mark, I believe Alvarez from Average Bros. I like his content too. I mean, his style and the stuff that he reviews is not your mainstream stuff, I think, and stuff that he likes, and he's got a good spin on stuff, and I always like what he has, and it's been a big influence also for me in terms of getting certain watches in my collection, at least trying them, and then maybe eventually selling them. But he definitely has a lot of stuff that I like too, and so I got to chit chat with him. It's not on the video. I just was grabbing some food, and I saw him sitting there just doing his thing, and I just went up and said hi, and just exchanged a few words, just talked real briefly, but I let him go, and he was cool guy, and glad I got a chance to just at least say hi, thanks for making your content and all that stuff, and I hope you enjoy the show in San Francisco and all that stuff. So these are just some of the highlights and things that off the top of my head just coming back. Anyways, I gotta get my stuff together and head out to my next place so I can hang out with my kids today and tomorrow, and that's about it. So if you haven't gone to one and one is coming to your town or close enough for you to even try to get to, definitely a great event to go to, meet the brand owners, and of course see these micro brands particularly, because you're never gonna, very hard to find them in any retail if at all, and you're not going to see them in the metal, right? And you won't get the real feel and try them out until you basically buy them, right? So that's the only way. So this is a great way to get in there and really examine it and feel it and see it on wrist, and then you'll know. And it's all free, and it's a great environment. the whole crowd that goes there and everything else. So you should definitely check it out if you can. That's it. Thanks, and catch you in the next. Hey, testing 1 2 3. This is me, Noquain. At hopefully I'm in focus. I can't even see what's going on the screen, but I am at One and Wound Windup in San Francisco, 2022. Today is Saturday, April 23rd, and it's the second day. It's a 3-day over the weekend thing, and they just started yesterday on Friday. And I got lucky, came early, parking just like just down the street. It's actually, I can see the entrance to the place, the event right now. So that's great. So I'll probably be here for a few hours. Just waiting for some friends to show up, go in together, and I look forward to checking this out. And I think yeah, this is a nice new venue. It looks bigger. I think there's bigger and taller windows than last time, so I hope the lighting will be better inside. Last year's event, well, not last year's, but I guess 3 years ago. The last one was 2019. It's quite a number of blocks down into downtown San Francisco. This is kind of south of Market area near the Bay Bridge, and I'll give you a quick glance at the area. Hopefully it's a nice area. A lot of San Francisco is, and the event is just right down there. If you can see right past the moving truck, there's like a gated thing. But anyways, I look forward to checking this out. Lots of brands. I think it's probably bigger than it's ever been, and maybe I can get just a quick word in with some of the various brand owners. I don't know. I'm going to be busy trying to just check out things too, and I don't want a camera all up in the face, and I have to keep putting it up and down. I don't know. I'll see what I can try to do. I want to try to record it like I did last time, and I'm also thinking maybe I was planning to park closer downtown where there's parking or a garage. I wasn't too sure about this area because I rarely travel to this part of town these days. It's been a long time. I thought I could stop by the Swatch store just to check it out. The moon swatches. I'm pretty sure they don't have any. And secondly, I just wanted to mainly just check them out in person. You can see all the pictures and videos online, but actually seeing something like that in person, I think will help solidify the experience of just, getting an actual look at it. Does it really look plastic in real life? Or does the colors and the way they've done it make sense? And it works, for the price point and basically what they're trying to go for. It's a real cheap or relatively inexpensive Speedmaster. And yes, I've come to terms with calling this the Speedmaster, an Omega Speedmaster, but it just happens to be the most affordable one, very inexpensive, that happens to be made and sold by Swatch. So, with that said, I got a couple minutes before, several actually. It's about, they open it at 11 and it's about almost 10:40 right now, and so I'm just hanging out. I was thinking of walking up to go check out the Swatch store first and then walking back, but I have time on my meter and I don't think I'm going to make it back in time to fill it up. I mean, I guess I could just pay again, or pay something now and just add to it so I can come back. Let me see how things go. I'm not sure if I want to be the first and early bird to hit the wind up. I'm kind of waiting for my friends to show up too, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll go in and do it myself with the camera so I can get some footage out of the way. Hopefully it won't be as busy on the start as well, so then I can just maybe just check out a lot of the watches without the huge crowds. I hope. I didn't see a huge lineup yet. It's probably kind of early for Saturday in this area of San Francisco. And I think it's harder for people to come down this end because there's not much going around here during the weekends. It's just, the way where it was before was closer to downtown. There's a lot more shopping and I think eating around there. People would just be around the area and they can always just see what's, there's this watch event down on Derry Street, which where it was last time, and swing by and check it out. This, the only thing is that it's a bit more out of the way, so these streets are not exactly the streets that most people just walk down on the weekends to do stuff. It's kind of off of the business area in San Francisco. Before I get in, wristwatch check. I was trying to decide which watch to bring to wind up, right? What am I going to represent? I think there's at least the main event is the watches at the show, but I think also the other part is the people that come, the enthusiasts and whatnot, and what they choose to bring or just happen to wear, I guess. And maybe they didn't plan for a particular watch to bring to this event, but I've seen some interesting stuff. One of my friends had a resonance, and that's a very interesting watch, very cool, and it's just definitely something you really have to check out in person. I mean, you get a good idea from videos and pics, the way they do their, it's like an oil-filled watch and it's analog, and the way the whole dial rotates, it's really cool. But that's just one example. I've seen some actual Speedmasters before, and the previous one in 2018, I think it was another one of my friends that just happened to show up and this moonwatch, a real moonwatch, not moonswatch. And but today I figure do I do brand name or micros? Since this is primarily a micro brand show, for the most part, I want to wear micro brand. So today, hopefully this is in focus. I can't see the screen right now. This is the Seiko 5303. -1, if you want to be specific. I think the -2 is the white, or rather the silver dial that looks white. And wristwatch check, that's what I got on the stock bracelet. I think I was going to do a strap change, but I said, you know what, this looks cool, and this is what it's designed with this particular look with the house. I just love how the bracelet is integrated, the mesh bracelet is integrated into the case, and usually it's just a straight end, and I don't generally like straight end links on the lugs that are curved and would better be suited fitted. If they were very short, say like on the tuna, where you really can't get a fitted end link, you just put a straight end link in, that's fine, but I like to fill up that gap in the lugs. So I think this would be a nice piece to just have on, going to the show, make some memories with, I guess. Last year I had my Glycine Airman Chief. I think the reference number was GL0251. It was the purest version. In the previous, in 2018, one around wind up, I had another, I just got that watch too. It was from Nick Harris. What is his brand? Orion. Orion. It was one of his first watches. The Orion 1, I believe it is, and it was in blue. Well, it had blue accents. It's basically a black dial, but it was cool. Look at my old posts or something, either on YouTube or on the social media forums, like Instagram or Facebook. You'll probably see it, and you know which one I'm talking about. Or just look it up. They discontinued that for some time, but it was a pretty cool watch. Vintage inspired, kind of a sector dial. Had these crosshairs at least. It's a mix of design. You get a little bit of Omega feel to it as well, and maybe it's like pull router, like Universal Genève. But other than that, I decided to go with this nice slim 39 millimeters French brand, micro brand, Swiss made. It does have that cork in the crown that's maybe most of you probably should know by now. It's a bummer. This would otherwise have been a really perfect watch for me at the size and everything else. It's been pretty accurate out of the box, barely a second off, and just that crown, it's just finicky. It can be used, and I decided not to bother sending it out to get fixed. From what I've heard, it's supposedly better, but it still has that. It's not completely resolves whatever issue it is with how the crown position doesn't really lock or hold, or it jumps slightly too. Depends on how you set it. It's a little weird, and I believe even the post, production after this first batch or so that supposedly had these, they should have fixed it. And I believe I've heard some people say that whatever the last batch before they stopped making them, they're going to reproduce them right around summer of 2022, I think, which is when the next available. But the very last batch between after this one and I guess the new one that's coming out supposedly fixed it, but it really didn't. So that's what I heard. I've never seen or experienced it, but yeah, that's the case. So I was like, well, that's too bad, but it's doable. I mean, there's enough charm in this watch that I think it works just fine. With that quirk, this goes to show there's no watch that's perfect, and that's fine. I like, there's plenty of stuff to like about this, and I have other watches too, but I'm enjoying this, and I'll be glad to bring this with me to the show. Anyways, I think I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to wait a few minutes longer, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do. Maybe I might try to shoot out to this watch store first and do something over there, but chances are probably, I don't know how hopefully everyone's set up in the wind-up by now. It's opening up at 11. If they are, then I'm thinking maybe I should just go in and just get my footage, and then I can put this to rest, and then just enjoy the show with my friends and everything later, because I don't want to have to juggle all sorts of things later, especially when it gets crowded up there. Anyways, that's it. Sorry, maybe it was a bit of a ramble, but I have some time to kill, and just wanted to share my thoughts on this. There, COVID restrictions are in effect. I mean, you can take your mask off. Obviously, there's some rules and stuff like that. But you go to this event, I noticed quickly that I checked. You should bring your vaccination records, or at least COVID test showing negative within the last 24 hours. So they'll let you in. So you shouldn't have to wear a mask in there, which is great. I mean, I would wear it anyways. That's just what I do. But I'm fine. I'm glad that they at least have something to kind of filter out potential risk going in there. It's not 100%, I'm sure, but I think that would at least if you have some proof and just say, hey, right, we want to keep this a safe environment. That's good and responsible, and I don't think we want to add any kind of worry about health issues while trying to just appreciate being there at the moment and enjoying the watches, right? So, with all that said, I probably said too much. I'm going to kill it here for a moment, and then we'll hopefully this will pick up right when I get into the event. Check it out. Thanks. Just waiting in line to start up the wind-up. So we'll see how it goes. Got into wind-up and just outside, and just you want to see the venue. It just looks like this. Just one of the run-around guys. And can we check it out? Yeah, I would. Of course. What do I do?
Just your email address right on the iPad.
Okay. Yeah.
We have 4.
Alright. Just gonna walk around and check this out. Mark 2. We've got Laco. I really like the bronze.
I kind of like the faded, like the middle and the other case.
Is that the one that you did a while back? It's two halfies?
No, that's mine.
It's not.
That's a prototype.
That one was really cool, but I like all the stuff that you guys put out. I've been trying to get to go with a Laco for a while. I mean, the olive one that you guys have is pretty cool. And
It was pretty cool. It's sold out.
even the 39s? I thought it wasn't that long ago. I was just checking. It's good. That's all right. But then I like the new Pro stuff that you got that you can customize. Do you think there'll be other further options besides just a traditional black?
I want to make a ton of I want to make a limited edition series for the US of 10 different colors. Do a really cool gray, blue, do pink, some pastel, do fun colors.
Sure. Yeah.
It's I wear it on the native.
Yeah. I think it look great on NATOs. I know some people might be just traditional leather, but these watches work so well on so many things. I'll definitely be back. Thanks. How are you? This man before, just checking it out. Armand Nicolet.
Laco's been in business since 1925. We make few.
And this is the one where I think they make it out of all of the fire, old school fire equipment. They melt down the helmets, and then I think they use the actual hose to make the straps here. I saw this on a video just yesterday. It's pretty cool.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Good. How are you? Hi. I was always curious. Okay. It's not actually on, right? It's just kind of this reflectiveness that makes it look like it's on right now.
Yeah,
right?
because it has LED and OLED technology, so you can actually, you can read it, legible, but then you can also do this.
Even brighter. I think that's one thing that makes this one unique to the other kind of LED ones out there. Those you always have to push a button to turn on. At least you can read it while it's still off.
This actually was the first digital watch ever launched. So Hamilton released it in 1972.
Yeah.
And back then it was like that also. Because of the technology back then, you could only, to actually read the watch, you actually had to press it so it actually could light up. But now with this technology, you don't have to. So if you go outside, but the darker it gets, then you may need to press it. But you don't have to. You can read the time right there.
Yeah. Super cool.
Yeah.
I actually had this one.
You have that one?
I love the...
Dramatic,
yeah, that's just an awesome watch. I love the blue and... Yeah. But then it looks great in this gray or green.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like a greenish, gray.
I consider it like a putty gray, but it's cool.
Correct.
And I definitely need to make a rounds, but I'm gonna check it out. Wait, is this new?
Yes. So this is a collaboration that we did with Hollywood costume designer Jenny Bryant.
Yeah.
So she helped us design that specific model, which is also an Intramatic for Chrono.
Yeah.
But with a few touches that make it a little bit unique.
You notice the dial is different.
Correct.
That's the thing.
Yes.
Pretty cool. Just all lots of great stuff from you guys. Thanks.
Here's more information about it.
Okay, thank you.
Would you like a bag?
Sure. Thank you. This one was super. I've seen this one before too. You can actually mount this, and then you can also into the watch, right?
Yeah.
Have to check it out in person.
And then you can actually.
Because I've only seen it in pictures or videos. It's probably a little large for my wrist, but it's very it's super cool looking though. Is this basically what's the movement in it? It's like a Raju space.
It's an H31. Yeah, so it's an chronograph movement. It's just the same that this what the intermediate uses.
It's super cool though. I love all these little details, and I mean, it's like having a fighter jet on your wrist.
Correct, yes. So this actually was to commemorate our ambassador, Dario Costa. He's a Spanish pilot.
Yeah.
He actually broke the record for flying under a tunnel in under 40 seconds.
Wow.
So you can see the subdials have the golden arches.
Oh, that's for the tunnel, huh?
Exactly. So to resemble the tunnel that he actually.
Wait, you actually flew into a tunnel?
Yeah.
What? I gotta check. There must be a story online about this.
Yes,
right?
there is. It's on our website, but I'm pretty sure if you YouTube it or Google it, it's gonna be there.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
Are these all sold out now? Or are they still available? You know, are they all sold out?
We have a few available. This one is available.
Okay.
So if somebody wants to buy it now, they can get it.
Okay.
It comes with this special packaging and everything.
Yeah, it's. You know what? It's the other cool packaging that I like, and also the Hamilton I had was. You have a couple of versions of the khaki Navy Pioneer.
Yeah.
It's with the small seconds, right?
Yes.
And that one that's just a manual line, it's a little bit larger at 44
Yes,
or so.
that's a limited edition one, yes.
I love the case that you put in it, the Marine
Yes,
Commander.
correct, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So your packaging and
It's
the whole
similar
story
to
and theme is really cool.
Correct. Yes, you can actually it's similar to this, where you can actually take it off, mount it on that special box,
Yeah.
or then put it also on your wrist.
Yeah, it's cool, like use as a desk clock if you wanted to.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, very awesome. Thank you. Continue. These are the new Christopher Wars.
Oh no, it's okay. I love the box.
Aquatine.
Have you seen the new ones?
Is it this one here?
Yeah, this one, yeah. So, new Aquatine rods. Yeah, please do. Aquatine rods.
I think this is my favorite.
Certified.
I just like the blue and white.
However,
However, the only thing that throws me off is that there's no odd numbers on the bezel for the GMT. You can use your imagination, but I think
so that one is a sleeter. So
I think that that's the only thing that I think is missing from this one. Other than that, it's super cool. I think it's 41 millimeters, and I love the Mark III case. Super awesome.
We call them the JJ calibers.
And of course, the new just the logo placement instead of the Christopher Ward. I know that's been a gripe, but it's never been a big deal for me. I'm curious. Ah, nice. Nice action. Nice action. I imagine this should be the same. I should be getting one of these in the mail, but I guess I'll pick one up now.
Three colours of those. These are versionised. We launched them a year and a half ago. They've just been unbelievably popular. Super, super popular. It's just fun. It's just like fun. It's a little bit different. So yeah, please do that. These for free.
This one's super cool because it has a translucent dial. I mean, I like white dial watches with the black bezels. This one is super cool, and the bezel action is really nice. You can just barely make out that it's transparent, but especially in the daytime, you probably outside, you probably see it better. So I don't know. It's a little bit thicker, but I think this is a really cool version. There's some of the other ones. The sapphire dial, I had this one. I used to have one of the first 60s. I'm thinking that I should get a 42 from the side of it, but I really like this one, smaller board. I'll show you this one. This one's good for me. And this one, very Explorer-like. This one has the special crown that goes and you push right in, so it's kind of hidden. Pretty unique. Apparently, I think it's sort of an expensive feature. This one's, I was looking for a smaller this is definitely what I would consider.
Okay. Is that rotate?
Yeah, that's rotate.
Blue one, I think it's all about the light.
How does that rotate?
Just on through the ground.
It's like more like the military inspired stuff, like the dark mount here. Pretty cool. It's kind of like an Omega style, but it's its own thing. And it has like a Ministry of Defense symbol on the back side.
In the opposite direction.
Do you mind if I take a look at this?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
So it has an open back.
This one is always super cool. I really like the way they did the moon phase, and you know, this one you have to really see in person because in the online pictures, it's kind of hard to determine how deep this tinted part on the bottom is, but it's actually pretty effective. Yeah, I know. I just want to look at this in the dark all the time. This is one of the coolest ones you guys put out for like the moon phase.
Yeah, it's a great version of it. So much so that it surpassed the basic moon phase that we had, and now we just offered the moon glow.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a great one. Good size as well, 40.5.
And like with all your modern ones, I love the Mark III body, the case, with the way it's curved and cut.
The light catcher, yeah.
This one looks a little bit different than the other ones. Or is this a little bit? Is this still a Mark III? Or is
No, this is based on the Grand Malvern case. The Grand Malvern was the first case to use the light catcher lines.
and then you just kind of refined it after that, right?
Exactly, yeah, and it transitioned to all the other lines as well. So the dive watches now. We have our new collection over there, the Aquitaines.
Yeah, so just check it out.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Thank you. Okay. These ones here, if you watch the Bruce Williams channel, showing this off a lot. Hi.
Hi. How are y'all doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Just got in, just making my rounds,
Yeah,
checking
making
things
the
out.
rounds, definitely.
I hear a lot of good things about this brand, and then I've never seen one up close, but the quality seems to be there. And is this a new chronograph?
Yep, these are the new chronographs that were just launched last week. So you have like this really beautiful, I like to interact with people. So you have like the really beautiful blue color, which like really like when you get it in the light in different angles, it's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
And then the anthracite as well. So both are just beautiful colors. They're 40 millimeters instead of the previous generation, which were those over there, which were 43 millimeters. So it's just a little bit more of a wearable size, something a little bit more practical as well. And the colors are stunning. So.
Yeah, I like the compact size of these.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, is the back open or?
Yeah, on every single watch we make, like every single one, you have an exhibition case back.
A little bit covered, but checking it out.
Yeah.
I've seen some pictures of it.
Let's see. We can actually do.
And you can
Let me
also
find one
customize this too, right?
Yeah, the plates on the side can be engraved. So like they say Noquain for now. But yeah, you can engrave it. What I like about it is it's removable. So like it's just a screw. So you would use the same tool that you're using for sizing anyways.
Yeah.
And you can remove the plates at any point in time. So yeah, it's a great feature. We have like about 70% of our watches are ordered with an engraving. So people like really enjoy that aspect of it. For sure. What's your name? I'm sorry.
My name is Wing.
Wing?
Yeah, what's
I'm
your name?
Catlin. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys could make it to the wind-up.
No, I'm super excited. I love wind-up anyways. I used to come all the time, like even before working for an arcade. So I'm really excited to be here. Yeah. Definitely.
Me too. I went to the first two that were here.
Oh yeah.
And the last one was 2019, and then.
Right, and then obviously the world ended.
But it's cool that they got this even bigger and I think better lighting too.
Oh yeah, I love this. It's a very soft light. It's like a softbox in here, realistically. So.
The other one was just basically kind of like a tunnel.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to the last one?
No, I didn't. No, I've been to the New York event, so yeah, I haven't been to an event out here. But yeah, the space seems really great. Like there's a bar area over there too, which is nice. Like there's food press, which is also nice, especially for us who are here all day. So yeah, it's great. And the reception seems to be really good. Yesterday was a really busy day, so I'm sure like the weekend will be just as busy, if not more.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'll definitely come back with my friends and check it out again.
definitely. And then we are also doing a giveaway. So like we're just doing like a drawing for a giveaway for like an Organ Adventure Pack. If you and your friends want to enter into that, then yeah.
Sure.
But definitely stop back by and yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Have a good day.
Hello.
Bye. Carbon fiber. Looks kind of carbon fiberish. Why not? Checking out Formex. Nice and beef. We got the interchangeable bezels. Laco. I think even they came in two sizes, if I'm wrong. They brought back, I think, the new coffee.
How's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, thanks.
The new field watches you guys got. Pretty cool.
Those are your favorites from our collections, the field?
It's hard to say. I like, I do love the reef. What's done with that? It just looks really like, it looks really high end. And I mean, just the cool factor of being able to change that bezel with ease too. I mean, I've seen how you just put it on and off. That's great. You don't need like any special tools, and it seems secure enough. And
Yeah, it is.
and from the quality, just to make sure all the bezels line up, it's pretty cool too. You know, because I can imagine someone might try to make something like that, and it's a little bit off. But from what I've seen, everything seems perfect.
Yeah, so we had some problems with the alignment on the first iteration, but literally very, very minor problems. And we solved, like, I found a solution for the first iteration to still be able to, we had to align it by eye when we attached the ceramic part. But now in this second iteration, I actually made sure it can't misalign anymore. It's not even possible.
Yeah, that's great. You know, just you know, it's all about the details and just making sure it's just right.
Yeah.
And these are 42.
Yes, 42. I mean, people keep asking us every day to make one smaller version, so we're looking into that.
I think I'll be.
They're only 11.4 high for a 300 meter watch. It's got a flat case back, not the ones you usually see on the diver watch, so it's very comfortable.
It's great. It's
You want to try it on?
Fancy materials. Do you think you're gonna be doing like eventually like a bracelet to match the field watches, or?
Yeah, I'm working on something, but I have to still see if it pans out. Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah, but I think a lot of great hits. And is this the new one that you kind of reintroduced?
Yeah. Still the Jera collection. We updated it with the new branding and we added some colors. And yeah, it's very light. So the case is made from
This puts G-Shock to shame.
Yeah, carbon fiber composite, ceramic bezel, ceramic crown, and here we have a forged carbon dial. And the clasp is completely made from the carbon composite, except for the little metal bits for the system.
Yeah, I mean this is the coolest thing how adjustable it is on the fly too.
Yeah. So this is we also announced it in the 41. This is 43. This is the smaller case. We only have the case for now, but
I think that's
it's a bit smaller. Yeah.
It's going to be a big hit too. But you know how people like a little bit more compact, but this still
But
wears
actually,
pretty
these
nice.
things, the challenge is most people put them on here, and they're like, oh, I would have never thought that the 43 looks this small on my wrist.
But, oh yeah, I mean, when I
It
look
actually
at
doesn't
that,
look big.
I look at that, I thought it was still 42, at least. You know?
Yeah.
Do you still have like that? Does this have the suspension system in it?
So the 4 screws you see is actually where the springs are located, and the suspension is still on. The whole Essence collection has that.
I think that's have to admit, I'm not too sure if it really does anything for the shock, but
No, it doesn't. It
It's
doesn't.
more for comfort.
It doesn't actually do anything. We also say that to people. It's not a shock absorber.
Yeah.
It's part of the brand's heritage, so we carried it on. And what it does when you wear it, it will actually do. So it makes it a bit more comfortable. I wouldn't say it's huge, but
Yeah, but I get it though.
we're
It's
pretty
like,
honest about that.
sometimes you swell, you just need that extra give.
Yeah.
And that helps
Well, you
out.
also have that on the bottom side.
That's probably the best feature that I think most people are looking for, but it's,
Yeah.
not everyone is doing just right. And I think you nailed it really nicely on
Thank
this.
you.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah,
I'll
thank
be
you.
right back. Hi. How are you? How are you?
Hi, good.
Well, I'm just checking it out.
No worries.
These are pretty new divers, right?
Yeah, they came out in December. This one's just launching this week, the DLC version.
Very cool. And I definitely love your
Thank you very much.
British ones here. Is this bronze?
Yeah, it's a bronze alloy, yeah.
Is that new or is it
No, they're almost sold out now, so they came out for the 75th anniversary of the end of the Second World War.
I have to ask too, because I was really interested in all these watches, but from what I heard initially, you need like a special
Yeah, so the
background or
M100
something.
you have to be military or a military veteran to buy.
Yeah.
So it's about kind of giving the military ownership of it, because this is the original watch from Second World War, the WWW,
Yeah.
and they kind of wanted to keep them together as military only.
I get it. I just not being military, that's kind of a bummer, because out of all these Dirty Dozen still style watches are been reissued and stuff, I think you guys do the best job at it.
Thank you. Well, it's a very honest, you can see, very honest kind of interpretation of the original.
Yeah, and there's something about the way you do that, especially those indexes, the way you just kind of add that pop to it.
It really works. Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like signing up just to get one.
You want to try it on?
Sure. At least get just a closer look.
Might as well get a wrist shot.
Sure. And is that a 39?
It's a 40 mil.
40?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I just changed the pen so it's in a better position for you.
40 more minutes on here. Hopefully I can capture everything. I'm only on one side of this. Fair. I gotta come back to this. Let me finish off this table first. So quick look around. Look around.
Traditional patterns from Japan. Samurai shield.
Actually, not really my style, so I'm gonna go over here. I'll come back to it when I get a chance. But definitely gonna check out the Pharaohs.
And then what happens is this circular centre, 3 screws.
I wish they had the. I wish they still had the one that was the blue with the California dial, which is, I think that was the first one to sell out. But that one to me looked the nicest. And then here's a new one that we just put out.
We found one.
I have the white Bernina chronograph score. This one's pretty cool. Small seconds, I'm a fan of small seconds. And they just do a fantastic job with the color combination. Here's the Monta shows.
I guess that's not necessarily important, and that colour is kind of become synonymous with fair. I think it's kind of somewhere between blue and green.
You should get other lighting besides incandescent lighting. It's a bit warm, you should have something brighter, so it kind of takes the color on the watches a little bit. But it's a nice light blue. It almost has a periwinkle kind of color, like a purplish to it. But they do a fantastic job with the color combination. And I actually want to see the field watch. We should have. So let's just take a look at this pilot watch real quick. I mean, this is probably the next favorite one that I like. does seem like a little big. I think they say it's like 40. It seems bigger. Let me see the comparison. I guess it's super right? It's just because there's so much dial. But I do like this. It's kind of like a modern reinterpretation of a Flieger Type B.
Normally,
I wish they would have the other one.
here, it's normally that.
It's party piece.
And let's see here.
Blue wash, and then the marks and numerals are Lumicast.
Any of the
That way.
there was another one.
Yeah, sure. So,
Do a monocush.
I mean, it works with the same principle. So, you would, once you set your home time, you would pick your preferred second sitting, as it were, and you'd put it below the 6. Okay. Then what you do is work out time differences.
I don't see any of their speed watches though.
This to
That's why I
align
wanted to check out at first.
the time zone, the time, then with that setting. And then once you've done that, that is automatically.
Fortis. Check out Oris is here, anOrdain. Let's check out. There's more space. I guess I'll check out Oris next. Let me check my phone, make sure anybody's still not here yet. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Can I try and put it against my wrist here?
I really like the colorway.
Yeah, that's the Diver 65 Glow. It's kind of made to mimic vintage radium.
Yeah, but just that tealish and
Yeah.
the gray is pretty cool for
It's a
this.
great price point. It's around 2.
Would you mind if I have a closer look? Can I have a closer look?
Of course.
Thank you.
It's got a bronze bezel on it, and the rest is stainless steel. It's a sleeve
I
movement.
really like this one. It's only a 65.
Kind of our
I hope you can hear me.
workhorse
It's
diver.
only a 65. I really like this one. I gotta see how these wear on this, so I'm gonna check it out in a little bit.
We got a lot of other newness here in the middle. Our new pro pilots, our new Worn and Wound. There are retailers. She's actually running some specials over the weekend as well. So. On Oris's.
What would you do with the squares too? These new ones, right?
Yeah, the squares are great. Yeah, those are 1950. Those are doing really well.
Is that a blue?
It's blue. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll show you. This is manual one, right? I don't see it.
Can I just have a closer look at this one?
All these are automatic sleeve movement. 470
So that's the 40 or?
Yeah. Manual.
These are small sections and how are the ones with the pointy blades? Can I try it on? Like this one. This way it looks so good.
Looks good.
Maybe the diameter of this is like a 38? That's pretty.
Yeah.
That looks like a 38.
That's a model we've been making since 1965. You know? So.
Wow, that's perfect.
That's really nice.
That looks good.
I think it's one of the different too.
Yeah.
Use like
I see.
a crescent moon kind of look.
Hi, hello.
For the pointy blades.
I see the specials girl.
But it's not a good difference.
So this one is 2100.
I think this is the hosting edition.
So that's
3500.
Talk to Ice, she can give you a zip deal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great piece.
Yeah, that works really.
In-house movement, non-linear.
I didn't get it back.
A
Yeah, the blue.
single barrel.
thanks. I'm gonna look around some more. I have to wine it to get into 10 days.
Just feel like it's less about the number of wines and more about
this
the
is the Holstein
You know, that you're
edition?
gonna-
Is it Holstein?
No, it's just you're gonna there's about 200 wines basically. So why I say minutes because it'll take you a couple minutes to get it done.
It's a little bigger. It's good.
The rating on that, I believe, is 10 bars on that. So it's 350 feet. Yeah. Shower with it. I mean, I have that watch. Shower with it.
Let's go check out anOrdain. We'll get up in there. Really enjoy your watches.
Thank you.
I have this one.
Oh, good taste.
Yeah, that's one. That's my one. Well, definitely one of my favorites.
And the Lord said, let there be light.
My friend has. Well, it was around here, the World Time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the one with the loom on the outside.
Yeah.
He likes that too a lot.
It's very cool.
Yeah. And great job with the mono pushers. And always the colors. Can't get enough compliments on those. The only thing I wish that you had, I didn't see out, is your field watches.
I think they're pretty much sold out. I think there's only Pembroke that's still in stock. We don't have them with us.
No. Are you planning to make more, or is that it?
Field watches, are we gonna...
Yeah, Low London export back in December.
Okay, cool. Those are very interesting too, and look like a lot of great value there too.
Yeah, point to date is cool. It's nice.
All the straps.
Yeah, I was this close, but then I was like, oh, I'm going to go with this one first. But yeah, this is definitely been a keeper, and I enjoy posting this in my, my watch check every day, or not every day, but whenever I got it, and it runs great. I mean, for me, at least my example, plus or minus 1, maybe 2 seconds a day at most. It's been great. I get a lot of compliments, and I don't know, it's just super cool.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourites.
Continue the great work. I look forward to.
I find it's actually really easy to put on different straps as well. It's like you think it's quite bold, so it might not sit well. But I've got like a khaki NATO, and it looks great on khaki. Wear it on red. Like it's actually really.
It's really more versatile than I think people initially thought. Because I know from when it first came out, I think some people would say, it looks cool, but I'm not sure if I can do the white with the red accents. And I kind of see their point, but when I got it, I love changing straps. It's like, wow, this works on this color, this works on that color. And, you think it's just red and blue, but I noticed there is a bit of like orange, a little bit of warm red or something going on here, so you can kind of mix it up with a little bit of an adjacent color or something to complement it, and it still works. Because I put this on a blue with an orange stitch, and it still works really well because it picks up on that bit of orange that's on some of the details. But I like it.
Yeah, I think the lighter dials are always easier to pair with different straps, and I think people initially thought, the red, but it's actually not a lot of red. It's only really little detail rather than a lot. So it's very, very adaptable. What have you got there?
This is from Seiko.
Yes.
5303. This is a diver. I think it's a cool watch.
Yeah, it's really nice. I've seen those online. I've been following those guys on Instagram. Really cool.
They've been doing some pretty cool work. There is a little funny thing with the crown that it's a little bit unfortunate, but I can work around it. But other than that,
it's a good looking watch.
It's pretty cool.
What size is it?
39. And just like the way they did the bracelet, like the way they integrated this part, it's something unique. But definitely all your pieces are very unique, and I keep going back to the one you and I both have, but I don't think anyone's ever done a color combination quite like that. At most, the red is still secondary, like they'll have like blackest, like I'm thinking there's like a Zin chronograph that has like it's white with the red accents, but it's still mostly white and black, and then red is secondary. And then I like how this kind of crosses a couple of things. I know it's more motorsports theme, at least on your marketing and your website, but I definitely get the Flieger kind of inspiration, like the pilot, because you get these Arabic numerals and these kind of pilot style hands. So it kind of works for a lot of things. So I don't know. You had a unique mixture of things.
Yeah, we weren't sure whether it was how it was gonna be received. We loved it, but it's always hard to know. How's it gonna? Because a lot of our stuff will polarize people.
Yeah, I think the other hardest thing about your watches, so not in a bad way, but there's like no direct. It's not just a color change. There's like sometimes it's a new handset or the dial configuration. So it's like I like this one, but I also like this for the other reason.
So that's very much something that we want to do. We know we're doing a good job if when we get the watches back and they're fine, we go, okay, which one would we have? And if we were to go, oh, that one, then that would mean that the other two weren't good enough.
Yeah.
So they have to be. It has to be hard to choose, and then all three. The whole range is good.
So when you made it hard for us, you succeeded.
Yeah. It should not be easy to. You should always be tall, because that means every watch is up there.
I missed out on it, but do you suppose you'd ever bring back the pilot watch that was blue dial with a California?
Yes, it is coming back. Not in that colorway.
Excuse me?
In a more petrol color and like a kind of forest green color.
Okay. I look forward to it. That one was awesome, and I mean the other ones are cool too, but that one's definitely.
It will be coming back in a different colorway.
All right. Very good. Thank you. Time on here?
So you can have it because it's like the dimple. It kind of goes.
Whereas on here, actually, what you've got
these dials.
these dials are.
I was here last time.
Where you can see that's just copies of being cut out. These are
These are like a special, kind of a special edition, aren't they?
So these are watches that we launched with another Glasgow brand called Holland. So they're in anodized aluminum dial, dial. That's a great watch.
Yeah. So these the metal rises up.
Very well with the colors, across all the ranges.
And then really.
Very nice colors. The finish will be good.
It makes a big difference.
I like it. It's kind of funky, but fun.
Yeah, they're quite playful.
The enamel on the outside is
Can you see
about
that one
0.5,
too?
and the inside is like 0.15.
What would you classify this? Is it gold or copper? Or?
The gradient comes from the enamel getting to the
It's like a yellow color.
Yellow metallic.
Yeah.
That's really hard. So you imagine
This is also cool too.
it's like a hair, and getting that into track is a bit of a headache.
I guess it depends on the dial, but like, how long does it kind of take for like
So
one?
for the enamel dials, the process takes like a day to a day and a half per dial. So it's quite a lengthy process, and obviously quite taxing for the enamelers.
Sure, the results are excellent.
Sorry?
I said sure, but the results are excellent.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah.
There's just so much texture and depth to it. I mean, you gotta be careful driving. Keep looking at that and like, wow.
Catch your eyes and find you.
Yeah, but it's very mesmerizing.
Yeah.
Like in other cities, it's like a show off a bit more.
Thank you.
Hi. Y'all are the.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good? You want to try on some watches?
Sure. You got like basically two sizes in these, right?
Yes, exactly. So in fact, we have two sizes with the three hands. We have a 41 millimeters and we have a 39. I will just quickly assemble this one and then I will.
No problem.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
So in fact, which one do you want to try? 39 or 41?
More than likely a 39. I mean, I could probably pull this off, but I'm
That's
just...
a nice one. You need to show me that again.
Oh, sure.
Is that a Baltic?
No, it's also a French brand, but it's a Seiko.
What's the name of it?
Seiko.
Seiko.
It's right on the bottom there. You see that right there?
Oh, nice.
So
What kind of movements do they have?
This one is using a unusual movement. It's
Monta?
No, it's Swiss. It's
Salida.
They call it Newton. I think it's some sort of soft
Oh,
rod.
that's soft rod. Yeah.
It's been holding up pretty good. Yeah.
They have the Newton?
Yeah.
Because I thought the Newton was never launched.
Apparently they got it. That's what they're using.
That's amazing.
Did you hear that, you? Apparently that's the Newton movement from Socrates.
That's a Newton?
That's what they said.
Do you have an open case back?
No, but you can maybe on the website, or I've seen it. It's nice movement.
Das für eine Marke?
Französische Marke.
Okay.
It's got a balance bridge, and it's pretty nice.
You're happy with the movement? It's good?
Yeah, it's been accurate. It's been plus or minus 1 or 2 seconds a day. The only thing is, to be honest, is they kind of mentioned this in the website. There's an issue with the crown. It doesn't really it doesn't necessarily lock into position as you hack it.
Okay.
And they're working on. They have a fix for it, which they're taking care of. You can send it to a local watchmaker, and they know supposed to know what to do with it. But from what I heard, they haven't 100% fixed it. Like, I hear some people still say that there's still a little bit of a wankiness to it. That's the only unfortunate thing. Otherwise, I think it's quite perfect. But it's something I can work around. It's just a little bit finicky when you're setting the time in this trade. But other than that, it's been working.
But the watch is nice. I like the dial.
Yeah, it's
Very
got
cool.
this vintage appeal, but it's something, I haven't seen anything quite like it either. You got some hints of it has kind of like a lion kind of look, the way it's finished, but it's not, it's just the way it's finished. Like an Omega kind of, but it's not actually twisted legs. But it's cool.
So you want to see the Fliegers?
Yes. I hear good things about these.
So this one is the 39. It's made out of recycled steel, 316L. It has a performance Salita in it, UW30 we call it. And it's a very special superluminova we use. It's a green one, the green X1 from eastern Switzerland. It's the company is called Tritec. And we have a burlap fluor orange second hand. And everything what you have in orange has a function. So if you see now the green, it's stronger than other watches because you have so-called bricks tracks. It's small bricks that are filled with superluminova.
See, I think that's kind of a new thing now, right?
Yes, it's not painted, but it's filled. So this is like super strong.
Yeah, so it's like basically a brick of
yes.
I know, it's pretty cool.
Screw down crown, 200 meters water resistant, closed case back, and you have a very nice clasp, which is a Fortis invention.
Sometimes cracking, sometimes warping.
Do you see that button? In fact, if you push that button, you can open it up and you take it out. So it's an adjustable clasp.
Yeah,
and then when you have it on your wrist, you don't need to push the button again. You just need to put it together.
Get it down to fit. And
yes.
Good to go.
0.8 centimeters adjustable. It's a very robust watch. So all of our watches are so robust they could go to space.
I saw the recent thing that the new movement.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those aren't the watches, right? It's just the movement that went.
It's the movement, but we have the watches here. It's just not allowed to take pictures or videos. Okay, but you can, if you turn off the camera, I can show you the watches.
Let me put this on. Well, let me get to that after I
sure.
take this out.
No worries.
So
it's a typical tool watch. We have sporty tool watches. It starts at $2,000. And the most expensive Flieger is the titanium one with the manufacturer movement 43 millimeters. You have a triple GMT. I can take it out if you want. This one is the Lamborghini of the Flieger models. So it has a titanium grade too. It's 40% lighter than stainless steel. You have a triple GMT, that means in the inner circle you have the GMT time, you have the home time on the outer circle, and you have a third time on the bezel. So it's a triple GMT. Also 200 meters water resistant, and this time you have a blue superluminova. And the orange is very nice, so you also have the GMT function in orange. And the bezel has a very special shape, so it's a concave shape.
Oh, yeah, I noticed that. It kind of goes up on the sides.
Yeah,
A little bit.
and it's actually this movement, what is inside there. So it's a Canisi movement made in La Chaux-de-Fonds. And Canisi is a company from Tudor and Chanel. Just check if I can wind that up. So voila. You see a beautiful double bridge on the balance wheel. We have our own finishing, Fortis finishing, which is everything is brushed, nothing is polished. It's very well made. Here you see the Werk 13. And it's our manufacturer caliber. It was the first manufacturer caliber we used since 2018.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you guys have like the history, and you're still doing stuff like professionally.
Yes, yes, and I mean our base is really space. So we've been to space since the 60s.
So it's 200-meter water system.
So you see here as well.
You guys been killing it with
Our original footage, that's the official cosmonauts in space on the ISS.
And we have a lot of pilots in our community, so
All the footage we have with the Germans, with the Russians, with the Americans. So that's cosmonauts, astronauts.
It's just about readability.
And that's also an original, that's our famous cosmonaut in space, just floating in space. Some people always ask,
100% luminova.
do automatic watches actually work in space?
Oh yeah.
And we test them, you know, and we definitely figure out that they work better in space because there is microgravity or no gravity. So if you have your automatic watch on Earth, gravity pulls the rotor towards the bottom. So that's actually not good.
It'll bottom out basically. Whereas space has a perpetual movement.
Yes.
So it won't be affected.
If there would be no resistance, the rotor would never stop turning.
Yeah.
So that would be like in a perfect world, an automatic watch would be the best you can have. And also, you cannot take batteries to space in a capsule. It's forbidden. NASA forbids it. The ISS is forbidden because batteries they can explode or they can lose their liquidity. So actually, it's only automatic watches allowed.
I didn't know that.
It doesn't have to look there.
But
What I also want to show you is our bestseller at the moment.
this is a new diver.
It's one of the most expensive, but it is the bestseller. It's an all-new Marine Master M44, so 44 millimeters, but it wears smaller. It also has a Canisi movement, but not the GMT, but the 3-hand, so it's a 2-door movement.
So the green one we have in
If you want to look the dial, if you see that.
driving car. As the line is like I love a pilot. Especially a new one. You get this battleship, it's like a video game. So yeah. I'm not recording this. This is Chris Gentleman's. So we're giving
The hands are
Glad to be here again.
well made.
How are you?
Great. I mean, I've been there the last 2 times in San Francisco. You guys were here.
Yeah.
I always come by and look at your stuff and just contemplating on which one to get.
Which one to get?
And I actually went with your SkyQuest recently.
Oh, okay.
The one that just sold out yesterday.
You got one of the Oakland ones? Awesome. Congratulations.
Because,
would you like to see it?
yeah, I want to see.
Want to see what you bought? You're one of the lucky few.
Yeah. I mean, you did a great job with the black dye one, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just I've been.
Thank you.
I'm a sucker for like blue and red bezels for GMTs.
Yeah.
I've gone through a lot.
Okay.
But I've never found the one that really sticks with me.
Yeah.
So
And I think I have that right here.
You can see them
Because I mean, you got the quality and I think the style. And it's just, it's a lot of marks. And,
It's unique.
and I love the color that you added, the gold in it.
Yeah.
Just warms it up. Because I don't know why. I just like these primary colors of red, blue, and yellow. And this is basically that.
Yeah.
And I have a thing for white dials too, so this totally works.
Yes.
And so I'm super excited to see this June.
Probably July.
Black dial.
It's not that far away.
Nah, 3 months.
Yeah,
It'll fly by. Give you something to look forward to.
Totally worth it. And yeah, I mean, and then you did put in the adjustable clasp too, right?
Yeah, so these are actually going to ship with the 6-slot clasp, so you'll have a lot more room for movement.
Does it basically look the same? It just has more adjustability?
Yeah, it's this one, so it's just a little longer. The folding pieces are the same, you just have 6 slots versus 3.
That's cool. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad that I know that was kind of exclusive on this for a while.
It is, yeah.
But then
we decided to make it even more special for this one.
Is it just for this?
Yes.
It wasn't even on that one?
No, this one has the 3-slot, but that one's going to ship with the 6-slot.
Excellent. But then you said this is actually the last of this model?
Of this current generation SkyQuest. We will make another generation down the road. Yeah.
It's not going to scratch.
But this has been
I banged this up
really
against
great
this
hit. I mean, I think all of them have been.
It's not going to scratch. Is this 37 or 36?
38 and a half.
38.
Okay, I'm going to have to. Do you mind if I check this on wrist?
Yeah, go for it.
No, this is all of them. It's easy for me to just go around checking things. Hi. You got the unusual texture on the dials.
Actually, the one you're holding here, there are 2 here.
Based in New York?
Based out of New York. Everything's made in Switzerland. This is the Presley. These two are this. GMT are these two. You're seeing it on a bracelet here. It's on a strap. You'll see it on a bracelet. These are our 2 new models. They're available for pre-sale. They'll be shipping in the fall. And over here is our original model, the Felix. That's available now in inventory. A couple styles are sold out online, but we have other pieces here on the show.
I like I'm a sucker for like the ice blue colors. Yeah. I haven't had one in a while, but can I pick this up?
Yes, of course.
Very cool.
Production, it will not have the date. If you look at the image on the card you just took here, we eliminated the date.
I think that was a good choice. I think because then it does throw them a little bit off on with the date, but it'll clean it up a lot.
Cleans it. Symmetry, it creates the full dial. It's all about that dial.
What's the movement in it? It's probably a Salida or?
Salida SW330.
Cool. I don't suppose there will be a bracelet option, or is that?
Yeah, here's the bracelet.
Oh yeah.
The bracelet's solid stainless steel with the 7 individual links, so it flows really nicely and wears very long.
Very cool. Thank you.
Let's see. Who is that? The guy that you're talking to, he does a watch blog or something?
Oh, can I get one of these?
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, Random Rob?
Oh, that's Random Rob?
Yeah, the guy with the big goatee?
Yeah.
He's around.
Random Rob?
Yeah. I was right next to him at Nodus, and then I was like, hey, I got Random Rob next to me. and then I talked to him a bit, and just talked about his G-Shock, the MRG one. That one's super nice though. It's super like $4,000 for a G-Shock, but it's like every component is broken up and like machined and finished. It's like
they have a Mr. G, like a metal one there, but it feels lighter. But I think that one is more substantial.
Yeah,
it's heavier.
It's pretty light what he's got. But it's because it's titanium. It's like a special kind of titanium too. Did you see it?
Directly to you, no shipping costs, no customs. 5 or 6 days you have it.
I like no customs.
Yeah, we will cover everything, no worries.
9 o'clock. If it's an easy logo,
Customs is a nightmare.
this is what we can make.
What am I doing? Okay,
Professional,
switching
very
to.
purposeful, doesn't look out of place. You know,
I need
not really giving
look
credit.
good.
Just says, hey,
Put that on my wrist. Or hang it around your neck like Flavor Flav. Huh?
I think it's filming a segment.
Oh. Sorry.
You might show up in
I know. I was in a couple of the pictures.
I saw Zach Weiss around.
And I saw the one of my guys out there. Yeah.
Did you ever? What is it?
I had. No, they don't have it anymore. It's been long since sold out. But I had.
Oh.
Can you check it out? That's cool. Which one? Is this a Yama?
Yeah, the Yama.
I remember I was curious about that.
We also sell more watches than what we have on the table. Like for example, like we're offering retailer G-Shock, and they have so many. They have the Brew. Also Young.
Yeah, I can't remember we discussed it.
We have Hamilton over there, and then Oris, and then some other brands that you can also find in the shop.
Well, maybe my teacher might be able to.
Oh, they're like right around the corner.
when I drove by, and I was like, oh, this is where we're going.
See what else is down there? Shit! Hold on. I was kind of curious about this guy.
Oh yeah, these two. I always go point. I saw when we walked past the first time.
Because I couldn't tell from the pictures, like what how does it look like exactly? Because it looks really flat.
Yeah.
Hi. Do you think I could take a closer look at this? Does this hold up? Yeah, because the pictures don't do this thing justice. Because I can't tell if it's too light or too, not blue enough, maybe. But this is a good. I wish
these are the same size as my the street style one, right?
Yeah.
Wait, is that the
this
baby
one?
tuna?
Yeah, this is the one I had before, like the blue one.
Wow, it's smaller than I thought it would be.
You saw it.
It's smaller than I thought it would be.
43 though, I know.
It really wears a lot more compact in the dimensions because this slopes in, and then this bezel is within the shroud, right? So
yeah, and then also the lug to lug is shorter than the width. If you actually measure it, I love the tunas. It's not that much. I mean,
I like that
for
size.
a limited edition, it's not. It's just actually pretty good compared to some of the other ones. I think. I love the size because it's not. I wore you saw the full size one I had before. 48, no, almost 48, 47.
That's sapphire crystal.
They actually use, actually it's hard legs, I'm pretty sure. Most of them use hard legs. But it's kind of weird, like the solar one, like that actually uses sapphire. I don't know why they just don't do that across the board. But this has the little penguin feet. You can see.
Oh yeah.
But it's kind of good that it's more subtle than I thought it would be.
Yeah, the pictures you could kind of see it, and I was kind of worried about it, but I don't even notice it when I see it.
Yeah, it just kind of blends in.
Unless you look closely, you really know.
This looks better in person because I like it's kind of cute, but I didn't want to see the feet all the time.
Yeah, wasn't there one with a fish or dolphin?
They have a new one that came out after this. It's got a more teal or blue, a deeper blue dial. It has the dolphin, or no, penguins. That's little penguins swimming up the side. But yeah.
Oh yeah, you can only see it when you angle it at certain angles.
That's good. I mean, it's much more. You know, it just seems smaller than the one I had, but for some reason, right?
Yeah,
but
maybe because it's made out of metal, or
you know, you remember the blue one, right? I think the other thing too was that the bezel was also color matched. So that's why it looks bigger.
Yeah, that's like my black one, right? Or blackish gray. It's all.
These are those. Okay.
Dang. Now I'm tempted to go back to because I've been
put it on wrist to see if you feel it wears.
I know how it wears because I had the other one.
I know, but because the
look Yeah, I'll probably try it on and take a couple of shots because I like the stainless steel over the black versions that they had before. Like, I mean, it's cool. The gunmetal one you have is nice, but I prefer the steel more. And I don't mind the placement of the date. That's the other thing too that I was worried about. It's like, because the other one blended in more.
The date does not look like it's center, kind of.
No, it's a shadow. I mean, like what? Like this way?
Or just in general, like just like this. But with some certain numbers, it's hard that it's big on top, you know.
Well,
it looks like it's kind of.
I would say
kind of too high up.
All right, so these are one of the finer things that you can find at wind-up. Yeah, right. Now this is from a good friend. I'll name anonymous right now, but what honor to have this in hand. And watch the jump minute, or I guess it's jump hour, but it'll jump in a minute in a moment. And it's got two different discs for those numbers, right? So they move independently, obviously. And here we go. Sure. 7, 8. All right. Bam. Right on the mark. So cool. Wait. Can you hold it for a second?
What's the back? Give me $5.
Hand rental fee. All right, let's check out It normally doesn't have all those marks in the back. It's just where hands are real sweaty because it's a very exclusive watch. Yeah, I would say the finishing is pretty excellent.
Incredible.
Wow. Okay, here's Baltic. Let's see here. Yeah, green and blue. It's different.
I think there was another one. There was a gray one, right?
Yeah, the gray.
This is the color right?
You like the gray and blue?
More than green. I'm not a fan of green.
Yeah, me neither. This is more reserved. You know, gray and blue works really nicely.
So it's not the traditional like, and then the orange is a little too fun.
Is this orange? It kind of looks orange, huh?
Yeah. What color would you?
Yeah.
I'm not great with colors, but I would say orange.
Either that or it's a very faded red. Right now.
It looks orange.
Do they have bi-directional? Yeah. It's actually a pretty solid click.
It's solid. It's a little chunky. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not bad though.
Yeah. But you can get used to it. It's better than having a mushi, I guess.
Yeah, nice distortion. I forget they're using acrylic or it should be sapphire.
It should be sapphire.
Yeah, it is.
The case back.
Yeah. Hi.
I really like the bracelet. It's actually comfortable, very comfortable. Like it's the most comfortable I think out of all the bracelets now. Yeah. Well, because the style, the beads of rice.
I know. So it's
it's very thin.
That's why we have. Why is this guy calling me all the time? I'm not at work.
Is it wind up?
Huh? He's automatic.
Do you have to, is it mechanical? Yeah. Wind it every day?
Who's always cool? He's done this before, right? It's just, I think, improve the power reserve or something on this?
Yeah. It's like the second.
It's cool. Nice looking.
Yeah.
For 650 a month.
Why anybody would want an iWatch? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is much more interesting.
Does not do the same stuff.
I have my phone.
The chronograph looks good too.
I don't want to be tethered to too many things.
Right? I said the chronograph looks good too.
So when you get the watch, does it come with this?
Depending if you take the strap here, it's the strap case.
The image is pretty watches too, kind of vintage.
Kind of case.
Okay. That chronograph, you gotta check out that too. Nivada Gretchen.
Very nice. Like the way they do the sector.
Yeah. It's very clean. I don't suppose you have the white dial one, the white dial diver.
You want to see the white dial diver?
I've seen it on your website, but I was curious how it looks like in person because I know it's a little bit.
Somewhere.
Is it?
No, we don't have it here actually. Unfortunately, sorry.
Okay. Should I ask them? Hold on a second. I'll turn this off.
39. It's 59. 39.
Oh yes.
Chronomaster, Antarctic diver.
And then we have
in 38mm case.
38.
Yeah, and 39 with the bezel.
Yeah, these are awesome.
Thank you.
Usually the dates.
The Broad Arrow is the star of the collection. The first one we relaunched 2 years ago.
So these are the same?
Yeah, you have the white indexes. If you don't like the Fox Platinum.
Oh, that's pretty cool too.
This one is the new one. It's the Lollipop. We will release this one next week. It's very new.
I like the brown that's in there.
Brown is super cool. It's like a tropical a bit. It's a pure edition, also a model from the past.
I just the fact that you were able to make such a compact.
And thin.
Is it automatic or manual?
You have two. You have manual, and we also do automatic.
Still, it's like so.
The automatic has 1 millimeter more on the case back, but it's quite thin too. I think this one is automatic.
And I think I believe the price point that you get these at is pretty.
It's 2,000 USD.
It's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. You can have the same watch at Tagayer for 5,000 or 6,000. You will have the same quality and same movement almost.
I love it.
It's I've
never heard of it.
It's a very charming watch.
Oh, is that right?
Thank you very much.
Look, this is really tight. Not a problem.
It's friction. Is it supposed to be that tight?
Sorry?
Is this one a little bit tight, the bezel?
This one? Yeah, but this one is an old prototype, sorry. But it's smooth like this, yeah.
I like the brown on this one, it's kind of different.
It's smooth like this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
In fact, our watches were stuck in customs, so we had to find back some old prototypes to show because all our stock is in the custom in Los Angeles.
It's still in customs?
Yeah. We just had one carton and one box. So
yeah, I have a.
And we have a point of sale in Carmel where you can find our watches.
Oh, really?
It's Chatsel. We're also doing like Panerai, Gijaloput.
Interesting.
So
cool.
he has a stock of watches. Pebble Beach, so when I heard that our watches were stuck in the custom, I went to Uber, I go to the store, I took all the watches. Man, you have to save my ass. I have no watches to show at the fair. So it was super cool to send me the watch.
Hold on, I gotta take a picture. Can I put this? This one has a different handset too. It's not like the Arrow.
Yep, different ends, different layer.
This is the loading. The authentic case back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the 1960s. Operation Deep Freeze.
Non, c'est beau, mais ça fort.
Alright, so let's see this on this.
Well, it's commissioned by the U.S. Navy. Rolex is also commissioned.
Alright.
You can buy with the bracelet.
I always opt for a bracelet. It's nice, huh?
Yeah. Turns up before I really like it. Nice dude.
That one's cool too. I haven't seen that before. Which model is this?
This one is Excelsior Park. It's another brand we have about 1 year ago to Tourneau, and we relaunched in December with two models.
Call that broad arrow.
And we have launched the
nice dial.
The salmon dial vertical brushed with blue flamed ends.
What's the movement?
It's a Celita.
Is it the same as this?
Yes, Celita, but the highest finish. You can see on the case back on this one.
Is it still available?
Yeah. You check it behind. You see the movements.
This would be cool to have applied Bluetooth indices, but it's pretty nice as is.
And it comes with both case back. When you buy the watch, you can choose if you want the open case back or the closed case back. And then you receive the other case back complimentary. So if you change your mind after.
Feel free to come back.
Very good.
How much are these?
It's 2,200.
This is salmon, so copper dial, salmon dial.
You have the white dial too. You can check online on our website.
They look completely different because of the
Yeah, just different the way it's done. This one has more of a like more tachymeter around it. It's very sporty.
Yep. It's pure edition too from the 50s.
Let's just kind of get up in there and just take a picture of it real quick. Looks good. And then,
very impressed with
what's that?
I'm very impressed with the
Right? It's like super nice.
Did we get you on the email list?
No.
We're going to send it off on one day. So if you're on here.
38 millimeters, 1,000 meters water resistance.
Yes.
It's like super cool though. I think that was. I wasn't so like. I was kind of like on the fence. Like I was kind of. It's all right when I look at online or pictures, but you see it in person. It's actually pretty cool. You know, just the scale of it. I mean, kind of bulges out, but it's not actually too.
No, not at all.
Overbearing. Like at least it's compact.
Oh, look at that! It feels like a really like. No, it's very, very wearable for that.
You know, and it's kind of, it's kind of Panerai-ish in its form, but it's something different.
It's a very different case. That's very.
Just take a look.
The last piece is the Super Antarctic with the gold medallion in 38 millimeter.
I had to watch this kind of like that before. And then this is our spider dial.
Sorry, hold on.
But definitely into the sport pieces.
Then you have the
I actually really like this one.
Then you have the so same case, different dial and hands.
The chronograph, the black one, the by register. Yeah, that one's nice.
Yes, 38 millimeter case. Like the vintage ones.
ship these, they're shipping them with closed and
Stuck in
I
customs.
don't know why you close it.
Yeah, DHL retain a free carton on the floor, so it's stuck in Los Angeles. So we will receive Monday.
When are these coming out again?
I'm sorry?
When are these coming out? Like end of the year?
These, you can pre-order these, you can pre-order now, and you get them in June.
Reminds me a little bit of. Yeah. They have to add it. I like it, and it looks modern, you know, because of the way the numbers are done. I think, you know, it looks like what he has. My friend Craig, the Max Bill, well, not Max Bill, but the driver from Younghans. Yeah. It has that kind of angular kind of. It almost looks like something off of like the 911, like at least the old style kind of font, sort of like a stretched kind of Euro style.
Better done even.
And actually, when you look at it, the indexes are raised too.
So have they responded? Or
Yeah. So I mean,
The details are quite nice.
when is it around 2002?
Tell you what, I'll get you a picture of my car based on
It's also 38, right? Oh, let's check out the case specs. Cool.
I like those too, but for some reason